Hey, what's up, Popol as well? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new release from Umidigi. This is the Umidigi G6 5G. So we're going to be going through the specs before we unbox it. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, make sure you stay locked into the end of the video. I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Umidigi G6. I want to read through the specs before we get this open. So this will have a Dimensity 6100 plus 5G processor, the 6nm processing chip inside of here. It's also going to have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. You're going to get a 50 megapixel ultra clear dual camera, as well as a 90 hertz display running at 6.57 inches. And it's going to also give you NFC, dual unlock, and the shortcut key, which is going to also have 3 functions inside of there. It's also really lightweight at 183 grams of weight, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 6 gigabytes of extended RAM for virtual memory. And then you get the space black color, the nebula purple, the lake green, and the glacier blue colors as well. So it will feature a 50 megapixel camera on the back, a 5 megapixel infrared vision night camera. So get an 8 megapixel camera on here with a 2 megapixel infrared night vision camera, and also a 720 by 1600 display as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. This will have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery running at 10 watts fast charging, AI face unlock, and facial recognition. And it's also going to give you a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as your gyroscope as well. I want to go ahead and unbox it. So let's take a look at it for the first time. Make sure you guys stay locked in to the end of the video. So let's go ahead and cut open the package. All right, so this is the Umidigi G6 5G. You can see right here, it says 128 gigabytes of storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, plus another 6 of virtual. And it says we have NFC on here on the side, Beyond Dreams on the right side of the box. Right here, you can see I do have the glacier blue color on here, and this is the G6 series on the back. So let's go ahead and cut open the packaging. And I want to give a special thanks to Umidigi because they actually did send this out for me to take a look at. So we're going to go ahead and pop the top. I'm going to put this right here down real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the phone itself first and foremost. So the phone is at the top right here. Let's put this down real quick because I want to go through some of the contents that come inside the box. So you will get a clear case, which is very similar to the clear case that came on this guy, which is the A15 Pro 5G. So I've been using this phone as my main daily driver. It's a really solid smartphone, their flagship phone, but the G6 is going to be offering some really premium features as well. So the case comes in here. Let's put that off to the side. You also do get a quick start guide as well, in addition to the case. Then you get your 10 watts fast charging brick right inside the box right here. So it's a standard fast charging. And then you also do get the Type C to Type A cable with the red cord and the black highlights on each end, as well as the SIM remover tool inside of the package. So this will have Bluetooth 5.3 as well. We'll also have a support for a headset free radio. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the plastic real quick. Now it does feel extremely lightweight on this device. I could feel the lightweight design, which is really good. I'm gonna take this sticker off of it, the back of it, so we can see the entire back. And they got this sticker on here, really nice, but it does peel off very nicely. And so there's a little bit of glue residue right here down below, but I'm gonna have to get that off later. But you can see the matte texture on the back looks really nice We also do have some really nice flat edges. We have our, you can see on the front, there's actually 2 cameras on the front that offer night vision on the rear and front. So the 2 megapixel night vision camera, and then an 8 megapixel front camera on here, as well as on the rear we have a 5 megapixel infrared night camera and a 50 megapixel on the back as well. And you have your SIM slot right here for removing the SIM tray right there. So let's go ahead and test that out. Will allow you to put a SIM card in here with some storage, so you can use the storage on here, and you could put a SD card as well as your SIM card as well. So you can see it easily comes out, and then you have your shortcut key right here, a microphone on the bottom, type C, as well as a speaker on the bottom. You also do get your power button as well as your volume rockers up here. And then you do get the headphone jack included with the microphone on here. So let's go ahead and take off the Umidigi sticker, which is on the top. And let's go ahead, give this some juice right now. Nice haptic vibration motor. And this is running Android 13 as well, so it should be pretty solid. Let's go ahead. I want to put the case on here so you can see what that looks like too. And I have dropped the Umidigi phones with these cases on, and they offer some good protection, so you don't have to worry about, you know, damaging your phone as long as you have this on here. So you can see the display looks really nice. It has English already available on the front. Let's go ahead and log in and get our information in here. So immediately it's going to ask us to sign into the Wi-Fi. I'm going to get my password set up on here real quick. Let's see. Decent haptics when it comes to the vibration motor. This one has the dual access vibration motor on the Umidigi A15 Pro 5G, so it's going to be slightly better when it comes to the haptics and vibrations, but this one does have some really good haptics and vibrations too. See, the chin of the G6 is a little bit bigger than the, you know, the this guy right here on the right, the A15 Pro 5G. And so that's what I really like about the A15 Pro 5G. It's got a really flagship display with the AMOLED display. It looks really beautiful, like extremely beautiful when it comes to the colors and detail on the display. But I want to see what this one looks like. So let's go ahead and don't copy. And those cameras on the front actually look pretty cool with that little notch on the front right there. I didn't think it would be like that big of a deal since we have seen it before. So it doesn't take up too much space on the display. Let's go ahead, skip. So I kind of really like it because it has those 2 dual cameras on there, night vision. So you can take really good photos at nighttime and still capture a lot of detail with this device because it's offering that infrared night vision camera on this device. So I'm putting a pin in here and I'm setting it up right now. Go ahead and enter your fingerprint now and you can get that started. So you will go ahead, it's located on the side of the phone. And then what you want to do is just place your finger in different areas so that it can recognize your fingerprint uniquely from everyone else's. And there's no 2 same fingerprints, so someone else won't be able to get inside of your phone as long as you activate this feature. I definitely would recommend doing that unless you want to enter like a PIN or a password. But for me, this is the most sophisticated way to lock your phone, or the most secure way. And then it probably will give us Face ID right here. As you can see, no glasses or other decorations are allowed. So just keep that in mind. So I got to take off my glasses while I'm doing this. Let me hit start. All right, so it says looks good. Everything is all set and done. So we're ready to go to set up the G6. So we do have our gestures. I like how they give us the option like to choose it from the startup menu. So let's go ahead. I always go with the gestures just because I like that. Then you have your DDU launcher on here. Let's go ahead and agree. And this is the phone right here itself. So jumping into it, I want to take off the case real quick. When you lock it, you get that sound, but There's a little bit of residue on the bottom from the sticker, so that's kind of, I want to kind of get that off just so I could see it a little bit more cleaner. So yeah, it does say right here the 50 megapixel spherical lens with high resolution on here. So this will have some really good quality when it comes to using it. Let's test out the fingerprint. It gives a nice little clicky sound to it when you unlock it. What about the Face ID? It even works when I still have my glasses on, it still works. So it still can identify your face even with my glasses on that I'm using right now, which is kind of cool. So they do give you some default apps on here. Let's see, right here you get the drop down right here, which looks really nice. So this is a really nice drop down menu. Right here you can see the system launcher. You have to agree to that, and then you can allow it, and then now you get your access to all your apps right here on the side. So these are like shortcut apps. One click optimization right here will allow you to optimize the phone very quickly, so it's going to give you the ability to optimize it right away on that screen. Let's go ahead and allow. So you also do get your power master, your app manager, your floating window manager right here, so you can, you know, display over other apps. Self cleanup, so you can turn that on and it will do self cleanup. The cooling feature right here will detect abnormal power usage and clean that up with the CPU and the cool-in. And then that's pretty cool. So you get your recent apps right here. There is a screen protector on here as well. So I like that part about it too. Let's go back. So all you have to do is right here, if you swipe to the left, you will get your Google feed right there once you sign in. And then you have your shortcut apps right here on the side. So this looks really familiar, but they give you like the most used apps right there. So this is really cool interface. Reminds me of some other interfaces from other, you know, phones that I've seen before. So there's no app tray yet. So if I tap right here, I have optimization right here for the launcher, and we can agree that. So we have different wallpapers and themes. You get your messenger right there. Let's see what else they do put on here. So they give us our widgets right here, right there. So you can get your widgets. You can also get some really cool effects when you swipe across on the screen. So it gives you some cool visual effects that you can see when you mess around with that. And then you have style right here for wallpaper, dark theme you can turn on, and you can also change the wallpapers. So you can see right here, it's giving you the option to preview before you select the wallpaper. But right here, these are some of the default ones that they do have to offer. So all of these look pretty cool and pretty clean. Let's take a look at some of the other aspects that this device is going to have. Will it give us an app tray? Well, let's find that out right now. Let's go to desktop. So it looks like this app, this launcher doesn't give you the ability to have an app drawer. So it's sort of like, it kind of reminds me of an iPhone, the way that they did this launcher. So this launcher is actually pretty snappy. The processing chip that they're using is also pretty quick in here. They're using the 6100 plus, which is actually a pretty capable processing chip. And there we go. So Android 13 running on here. And then, so it does have a really nice feel to it. Swiping down, you can see I could get to my shortcuts. Swiping up, also, I don't have a shortcut for that, but you can see I can activate this as I want. So when you do an action on the display, it will, like a double tap, you can see I have to activate this. Let's jump into the camera, and on the camera, you're gonna see that we have AI right here. So you have people detection, flowers, buildings, different scenes. HDR mode as well is running on here. So that's going to be helpful when you're in low light environments. You can turn that on, or you can turn on the AI, but you can't turn both on at the same time. And then right here, you're going to get your camera settings. So you do have the ability to change the picture quality, 13 megapixels. Location you can turn on as well while using this device. Grid lines, anti-flicker, touch to capture a ZSD right there, which is turned on automatically. So pretty cool settings. You also have your 50 megapixel right here. So these are some of the settings for that. Let's go back into portrait, and you can see right here we also have our bokeh effect right here, so we can play around with that as well as some extra features like night mode on here. And if we go back into picture, you could see right here that's the settings. I want to show you one more time. And then we also have our video modes on here. So in the video settings, it can go up to 2K recording on the rear, which is actually, I was impressed by that. Let's go back into the front facing camera and see it has 1080 full HD on the front. So I thought it only had 720, but this has 1080 on the front and 2K on the back, which is pretty cool. So if I did want to take a photo with this camera, let's go back into the 50 megapixel camera and kind of show you guys what the detail is looking like. Wow. Good detail. Let's take a portrait. That's going to blur out the background. And then let's just do a video just to see what it looks like. And then you can see the autofocus kicking in right here. My hand is shaking, but it's still able to capture the details and everything like that. Blur effect is pretty good on here. Autofocus looks really good. So I'll let you guys see the video in real time. But yeah, definitely a pretty good video camera right there for recording. So that's pretty much the main features that you have to, take a look at. And then obviously the common apps recently installed, system tools, office travel. And I like how it organizes all those for you. So this is just the unboxing of the Umidigi G6 5G. Let me know what you guys think down below. Definitely think it's a pretty solid device for the price. You get your memory expansion up to 6 gigabytes of RAM. And that's going to be good because, you get extra. It's going to make the device a little bit quicker when you're using it. So 6 plus that additional 6 gives you 12 gigabytes of RAM. And then you also do get 5,000 milliamp per hour battery on here as well. Smart function key right here. So you have your option to get to your screenshots, screen record, your touch right here, smart touch with the different things, and your hotkey right there. So you have your different operations for that. Then you have this option right here for shortcuts on here too. So a lot of really cool features on here. But this is just my first impressions. Let's see how much storage is being used right out of the box. Out of the 128, it's only 16 of 2 gigabytes for the system, and then the apps take up the rest of the 13. And another really cool thing that this device does have to offer is the 90 hertz refresh rate. So once you unlock it, you can go in and you can check out the refresh rate, and it's going to give you that 90 hertz refresh rate, giving you a much faster scrolling experience when it comes to going through the applications and the screens, the different apps on here. So it's going to be a really fast and smooth experience. One other thing that I noticed on here is that if you go inside of the tools on this device right here, it's going to give you FM radio, sound recorder, torch for your flashlight right here. So you have the option to do a SOS torch, which will give you like a flashing light. You also do get your QR scanner on here, so you can actually scan different stuff with the QR. And then inside of there, you also do have easy launcher. You can add other stuff in there. You also do have a videos thing right here, so I could take a look at the video. And then you can see the autofocus kicking in folder to play around with. And then the last thing is that this does have an FM radio, which works without a headset. So you can listen to music on here. So I think that's pretty cool because you don't actually need a headset plugged in, but you also do have your option for your 3.5 millimeter cable right there, so you can plug in if you want. But as far as the speakers on here, it's going to be
what just happened, that's all that is.
It's a single firing speaker at the bottom, so it's not dual speakers. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, that's my first impressions of this device. Definitely looking forward to testing it out. It definitely feels really good in the hand, has a nice, really premium feel to it. It's not going to be that real aluminum like on the A15 Pro 5G, but it definitely feels really nice. And then I have the A15 right here, the regular one, and you can see the cameras just look really beautiful on all three of these devices. Let me know what you guys think, which one looks the best, but I honestly think that the Umidigi brand is stepping it up. They have a lot of different series, so you can see the matte texture on the A15, and then the aluminum with that cold metal touch feels really good. We also, so when you take a look at the G6, it's actually plastic, but you still get that premium feel to the touch. It looks and feels good, so I don't have any complaints with it whatsoever. So yeah, this is going to be a really competitively priced device, especially in the budget market. And I definitely think this is going to be nice. It also does have 5G. Right here, you can see the 5G on after Umidigi right there. And I'm trying to get the rest of the glue residue off of this device. But yeah, I'm going to clean it up later and enter my card in here. You also did get this nice strip of glossy material right here with a rectangular design for the cameras. And those 3-disc camera setups, they seem to be using on all of their devices, which looks really good. It looks really premium in my opinion with the series that they have launched. Let me know what you guys think about the Umidigi G6 in the comment section. This is just the unboxing, but I'm going to do a lot of other videos. But if you're still here, just type down below, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help boost the engagement. I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Peace. Later, crew.